what Jacques Cousteau took away, what he removed from the Antikythera shipwreck, where the Antikythera device was found, an island of the South Aegean Sea. Excerpt from Nick Manessi's show of 60 Minutes Greece. It's a small excerpt of the show, a complaint about antiquities looting by Jacques-Yves Cousteau in the shipwreck of Antikythera is presented. And we remind you that in this wreck we found the most shocking find of ancient technology so far, an ancient computer, which overturns and revises what we thought so far about the ancient world and their technology. What else was equally important that Cousteau removed from the shipwreck? We also recall the suspicious role of Cousteau, who had been accused in the past of planting Israeli antiquities off Crete in order for them to be present in the Minoan culture as Hebrews in the context of the known places of the various centers that try to ardently, with various anti-Hellenic false theories, Indo-European, Phoenician, things like that. Now, according to the reader, and a comment by Chronologion, if Cousteau grabbed something very important, and yes, he was smart enough to understand the value of what he got his hands on, it was not a statue, it was not a vase or anything like that. It was a mechanism of equal importance to the Antikythera device. It was the quote-unquote caliber of the mechanism. And it's important that the Roman lords who seized the mechanism left the caliber in its place. Both machines were together in the wreck. I'm 1,000% sure, the writer says. You see, in such mechanisms, the accompanying regulatory machine is definitely necessary. For example, how did they set the current values of the stars so that in current time the mechanism continues to show their correct positions? Consider that. If they left the mechanism still so that they could adjust all the gears until they were done, I reckon it would take them at least a quarter of an hour. The moon, hence her disk in the mechanism, would have already moved, already gone ahead of the setting position to an observable degree. So either they left it last, or if due to technical difficulties, they were forced to set it first, the caliber had to be there to tell them how much the error is and to set the moon with compensation, quote unquote. The bad thing is that the official search of the mechanism, and it is, pardon my pun, very mediocre work. I exclude the beautiful philologians and National Archaeological Museum, who also appear in the documentary, because from the point of view of their science, they did enough. No one sat down to do an in-depth analysis. And of course, it did not occur to any scientist that the mechanism needs a brother machine for it to be calibrated. I did this analysis, that's why I wrote the above. Maybe someday it'll be published in part. The alleged Cousteau stolen antiquities of the Antikythera shipwreck. And this I've translated for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.